Hey, what's up, BloodGang? This is once again for another Friday market update. So let's make this update short and simple. Let's recap what we talked about last week before anything else. Okay, what we talked about last week is that we were on track for higher prices on a daily. We see that at least 25k should be tapped, 24,981, and we are indeed on track for that one. So last week we discussed on this price level that if it closes above this, then it would rally upwards to another for another leg up. So since we had an LG here that we took, the next LG was this one, which we sort of battled with for 2 days, but on third day we broke out of it, then we continued to break up. Okay, so right now we are still on track for 25k as previously planned for Bitcoin. Okay, daily is bullish, but let's take a look at weekly for a higher time frame sentiment. So for the weekly, we have 24.2k as an LG equilibrium for the 0.5. So usually the 0.5 is enough for a rebalance of price, and this could possibly be the top for the weekly, but since the weekly is still bearish, alright, don't get me wrong, the weekly is still bearish, and this is a rebalance of the EQ level in the weekly, but it did give a reaction right here. So the top could possibly be in for the weekly, but let's see if we get any more juice for the daily. Okay, but for the weekly, let's just keep that in mind and stick to our original plan of 25k for Bitcoin. For the H4, I posted another chart on the Discord channel. Okay, let me just post it. Let me just post the okay, I posted this on for the 4-hour time frame and see where we're at. Okay, the 0.5 held as expected on the 4-hour time frame. The 0.5 held, and as depicted in this chart, it would rally upwards to 24.5k. Okay, and we are on our way there again as planned. Since this LG should be protected, like if we close through this LG below, I would change my bias completely again, as we discussed last week, that once H4 turns bearish, I shouldn't trade the daily chart. So that was the plan and the adjustment for the market, because last week, as I remember, our first attempt into clearing 25k was a mistake, and we missed a lot of trades because of it. So this time I was betting on this LG to be let's say protected, so we don't get any more downside. So we are on our way to 24.5k. Okay, the flow of Bitcoin is still on the upside. So I posted again Matic that gave you say 0.8080. Okay, that's 12.5% up. So enjoy the profits, I guess. And the reason for that, for not worrying too much not worrying too much about altcoins taking LGs, is that the flow of Bitcoin is still on the upside, and all altcoins follow Bitcoin. Why would I follow the flow of an altcoin? So I just chart the altcoins for possible entries and chart Bitcoin for the direction. So if I post something related to Bitcoin, if I post a plan where I say the flow is up, or LG to the downside hasn't been taken yet, you shouldn't be horny for shorts, right? You shouldn't go heavily on shorts just because you see a break in market structure here or a change of character. Just because you see that doesn't mean that it will be bearish right here. So I saw a lot of people being so bearish at the lows, at the 0.5 of this EQ, and that was a mistake. I personally think that's a mistake, being bearish here, just because we anticipate this price to hold up and to shoot up again. Okay, we are going to look for shorts when this LG has been taken. So when we close through this LG, we are going to look for shorts. Okay, but until then, I don't think Bitcoin is for shorting right now. So I guess this is a big move on the Friday chart. So on the weekend, I don't really expect any volatility of any sort. Next week I do expect volatility because some news is coming out. I don't know if it's FOMC. I don't even know what that is. But how I interpret news is that it just accelerates Bitcoin or any asset to where it wants to go. So if Bitcoin wants to go up, then the news will accelerate it to go up. Okay, or maybe first a retrace, then upward. Okay, that's it for Bitcoin. Always follow the flow. Okay, when trading altcoins, you should just follow the flow of Bitcoin. Okay, you should chart altcoins for entries and Bitcoin for the flow. So you go with the flow of Bitcoin for this one. Okay, for Matic, we already did Matic. This will be the target if you're in 1.0401, and that's another 14% move. But if you're not in yet, I don't really advise you to go in right now, or at least wait for a pullback. Okay, but this is the target. If Bitcoin targets this high, then this remains the target. Okay, for AVE, let me redo my chart. For AVE, nothing much is interesting. Maybe we did get this SR flip. So if it somehow retraces back to this level, this is a risky long up to this level, 103. Okay. What else? ETC, Solana is done. Sol is okay, next target for Sol is 44.84, and I guess this one is top or just front ran by a couple of dollars or cents. The low for this one, 36.61. This was front ran for 5 cents, and which is fine because if you're gonna, okay, another tip for trading altcoins is not to have exact entries. Just enter when the price is near. Just enter when the price is near the point of interest. Okay, you don't have to enter on the exact point of price, because Bitcoin sometimes front runs your order. Bitcoin front runs your order. Okay. For Ethereum Classic, we have an LG here, another one. Okay, let's just look at the larger one. Okay, let's focus on this one. Okay, if you want to long ETC, I would watch this level or this one. Okay, until 27. Okay, this is a buy area, and trade it up until 27.467, but it's already on its way there. So if we do get a retrace, trade it up to that level. So okay, it will only retrace there if we close below this level right here. So if it closes below this, if it closes below this level, like this, you can expect it to at least come down to this level, then target this high. Okay, so that's it for Ethereum Classic, and honestly, you can enter wherever you want on altcoins. Just get the flow of Bitcoin correctly. You don't actually need to know the flow of an altcoin. Okay, right here it's squeezed up for 84%. Okay, since we know the flow of Bitcoin already, we don't really need to talk about a lot of altcoins. So follow the flow of Bitcoin, and I think you're good for all the coins you trade. Okay, if you longed with me as I said on this level, okay, you're already 4.2% up, and not to short this level. Okay, you can see here that we didn't close below this 0.5. We just wicked down for a liquidity grab of the lows. Too bad it didn't hit this exactly, but we anticipated price to go up from here, which is definitely fine. No need to. Okay, so 4.2% up. And the next target is 24.5, then 25k for the daily LG. Okay, it could wick up until here, or I don't know, could just target this high and just wick up, then continue down as per our analysis of flow. Okay, when I say flow, I don't mean order flow. What I mean by flow is Bitcoin trending upwards, or it wants to trend downwards. Simple as that. You don't need to make a big deal out of it. So you know Bitcoin's flow already, and what we're expecting. This was a trade, and I don't really see any trade right now from here. Well, except this one. Since we printed another LG, we printed another LG here. This is a possible re-entry, but you should have entered here, to be honest. This was 8 hours of just chopping around, and then jump 4%. Okay, that's it for this week's update, and I'll see you on the next one for Bitcoin. I will be posting some trades for shorts if it comes, and just like how I did with Matic. So it's your job to at least review the past videos and learn how I identify flow, because I'm not going to make a separate video of it. We go from LG to LG, and that's about it. We don't talk about market structure lately, just because it takes a lot of time for market structure to form. Say we have this high. Okay, if I was talking about market structure, I would say that we would need to break this high first before longing on the H4 on the pullback. But I guess we don't talk about it anymore, just because this concept of liquidity gap works better for me. Okay, so all this pump is due to the daily chart taking an LG here and then closing above it, and then taking an LG here and closing above it again, and the next target is this one. Okay, the highest we can go, I think the highest we can go is 26.5k. 26.5k highest we can go. Okay, but let's focus on the H4 chart. Okay, you know the targets, and I've given you the entry. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.